everybody, today we are going to make cake. Here are the ingredients. Okay, so to make the cake we will use 4 to 6 eggs. It doesn't matter, the more eggs you have though, it will be more fluffy. So first you get your 6 egg yolks because you have to separate those two. Then you use your 6 egg yolks and you dump it inside the bowl. Next we will have granulated sugar and you use 6 grams of granulated sugar and put it with the 6 egg yolks. Now next we add our pure vanilla extract and you add 1 to 2 drops. Okay, so once you're done with that, we shall use the flat whip and we shall attach it to the bowl. Next, you put the bowl first, you start at low speed and start to mix it for a while until it has mixed well. To make sure that you are done, when you look inside the bowl, it will be white. Like this, see? Okay, so then after when you are done, you take the bowl out and you'll get 24 grams of oil and you put it inside. After, you'll get another 24 grams of milk and put it inside. Then after, you will mix it again so that the milk and oil will be mixed into the mixture. Now when you're done mixing everything, you'll use the sifter and put it on top of the bowl and then take 51 grams of flour and put it inside. The reason why you have to sift it is because if you just put it inside, there'll be clumps inside and you don't want to have clumps of flour inside your cake. Now when you're done, you will put the bowl back on and mix it again. Okay, now that we are done doing the egg yolk part, we now have to move on to the egg white part. When you're cracking the eggs, you have to make sure that there are no egg yolks inside the egg white, or else if you start mixing it, it won't become fluffy. Another thing is, you have to make sure that the bowl is not wet inside. So we have to use a tissue paper and wipe it. Okay, so now you have to add your 6 egg whites inside the bowl and then add 36 grams of granulated sugar. Now we have to take off the other bowl and put in the new one. Now, instead of using the flat whip, we have to use a whisk instead. To make sure if the egg white has been done, all you have to see is when you take it off, right? You have to put it inside first and take it out. If the peaks of the egg white part is soft and is still moving around, that means it's not ready. And if it's hard and doesn't move like this, that means it's done. Now that we're done, we'll take both bowls both of them together. Another thing you need to do is get a piece of parchment and cut a circle so it can fit a 6-inch pan in like this. Now we'll put that aside and we'll take the spatula and we'll take some of the egg white and we'll put it inside the egg yolk and start to mix. When you're mixing, you have to make sure that it's not in circles. You have to make the spatula tilted a bit and go up and down, so that way it'll be more fluffy. When you're done mixing all of the egg white with the egg yolk parts, all you have to do is get your pan, 6-inch pan, and you, from a little bit higher, you dump the cake batter into the pan. Now, because I have leftover, I'm making some cupcakes, but you can do what you like. Now that we're done dumping the batter into the pan, all we have to do is get rid of the bubbles inside the batter. So, how to do that, all you have to do is set it onto the table. When you're done, all you have to do now is go bake the cake. First, you will preheat the oven to 310 degrees Fahrenheit and cook it for 56 minutes. Now that the oven has been preheated, we shall put the cake inside the oven. Later, we have to put a tinfoil on so that the cake top will not burn. Now we shall wait. Now that the baking is done, we must put on our safety and take the cake out. Now that cooled down, so we shall put it onto the pot, the bowls. Yay! Okay, so now when it is done, all you have to do is take a knife or something that's sharp and put it through so it can come out. Now that we're done cutting it, all we have to do is flip it over. This is how to make a very delicious cake.